Another 40K from the road video, but I wanted to talk about Vitrix Honor Guard and the hoopla they've given rise to, which I don't care. I actually like them as a unit. I think they're good. They're yeah, if we like compare them to the Custodian, there's some differences. I think the Custodians need a little bit of a buff when it comes to detachments, maybe a couple of data sheet things. Actually, I think, like I said in the past, give us our -1 that hit kata back, and then maybe like a once per game fight first strat or advanced charge or something like that. But that's besides the point. Vitrix Honor Guard, not the problem that everybody thinks they are. They have some cool rules, and yeah, on the right hands they're going to be a problem. But any unit, or most units, I'll say any unit, a lot of units in the right hands are going to be a problem. That's kind of the point of being playing whatever army you are. There's a unit there that you can tailor and put together. It's going to be a problem for somebody. And if you don't know if you're just playing it like throwing people out, throwing guys out to die, then yeah. So I come at it from a chess perspective. In fact, since I only get to play like once a month now, which I haven't lost a game in a while, or play a tournament once a month. I play like 3 games a month. Then if you take that 3 games in a day, I play chess a lot, and I learn a little bit about trading units, looking at the next move, the second, third order effects of putting units in spots, understanding that you have these hammer units that are there, but you both have them. In Warhammer, you do too. But it's a little more nuanced than Warhammer. There's a lot more intricacies there. But you can come out with the same approach. So when it comes to Vitrix Guards, like my immediate thought is, okay, there's 4 damage unit, -1 the wound. I'm like, okay, Dark Angels, I don't really know, besides playing the whole Terminator brick right now seems effective that I have with them, and then some massive amounts of shooting, causing them to culminate, keeping that unit chipping away on it, let them use their blood surge to get in the areas you want. And that's why I like Vanguard Spearhead a little bit, and let me get to that, is that you can put I like to sabotage objectives like right off the bat. You're chipping away at them, let them move around on those objectives and mortals, then you hit them with fire, then you hit them with charging them. There's a couple. The only thing is the blood surge is pretty good against the Raven Guard. But let's go into like Dark Angels with the Lion. If you play it right, so you can uppy downy the Lion, like you can in Raven Guard as well, or used to. But you can, but the Lion can actually go out in his command phase. You can rapid him turn 1 still. And the cool thing with that is it allows you to choose your matchup. So like in chess, you can make sure your pawn gets taken by a pawn, and then you can kind of trade units that way. Well, the Lion's 315 points. You put him you pick him up, you put him down where he's gonna interdict those Vitrix Guard, or the real hammer unit of Vitrix, and possibly wipe him out. He's got the flat 4 lethal hits profile, which is pretty damn good. You also have the sustain, but he's got the reroll 1s, and if you have in the right spot, reroll wound rolls of 1. I mean, it's good. He's good into him. Let's just put it that way. I don't need to go on the data sheets. You can look that up yourself. I like, and I've said this, one of the most underrated units is Inner Circle Companions. Not only defensively, -1 to hit, -1 to wound when led by character. You can give them the invol. If they're with Azrael gives them sustained hits. They have the 622 whatever profile. I believe it's got lethals. I don't know, but anyway, it's good. They're good against them. If you get that in the right spot, get them in the right spot, and you're the one initiating. But that's good. Now let's go to the Custodians. When I'm looking at that, I'm looking at, okay, 2 detachments. I'm looking at Shield Host, but more importantly, I've been playing Lions, because I think for how you score cards and how you, and other armies you play with, Lions, being able to use Aluris Terminators and splitting them up, being able to score, turning your 8-unit army into freaking 13 and being able to uppy downy and score is paramount, plus giving a loan up, plus having a guy that can run in somewhere, get shot, and stand up again. It's just powerful. So, and then the guy with if you put an axe on a dude and you can make him 12, 2, 4, you throw that in there with sustain and re-rolls of 1 if you do, like I do, the Loris Shield Captain. You put him with other Loris Terminators, he's re-rolling. And then if you have to split them up, you split them up. But in base case scenario, the vehicle getting that guy in where you need him is those Aloras Terminators, whether that's uppy downy, whether that's rapid ingress, whether that's just like advancing him in turn 1, getting him where he needs to be, and getting him in there turn 2 or 3. Next thing you know, he's got 5 or 6 attacks, sustained 1. Maybe you get 6 because you drop 1. Maybe you get 7. Then you're going at them, even if they AOC, that's every failed save is a dead freaking Vitrix. Then you have the guys around him if he's in there. So that's 7, whatever, 5 attacks, 7, 2, 2 sustained, re-rolling the wound roll as well. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, those normal guys wounding on 3s, even, you know, because the -1 the wound crap. Or you take your Aloris Shield Captain and he's wounding on 3s too, I guess, or depending on where you're at, your +1 the wound takes out his -1 the wound, so you'd be at 2s again. So I mean, either way, it's a very powerful mechanism in there. You could do the same build, similar build with the guard, where you can get the re-rolls on objectives, re-rolls of 1 or full re-rolls on objectives, and the whole re-rolls on the Alaris as if it's a character unit, or a monster vehicle or something like that, you know what I mean? But anyway, so you can do that with the guard. You can set it up. You can build the unit with Draxus, or you put a blade guard, a blade champ in there, and he in dev wounds too with his profile. Or you just go in there with the re-rolls, and it gets spicy. I like the blade champs on those. I like the custodians against them, even though I've recently played against my custodian list with the Raven Guard list and beat the custodian list just because it's simply early game primary points, essentially, in the ability to actually take them out. But don't let that dismay you, because they are powerful army, in my opinion. Custodians in the right hands are good. Now, I'm experimenting with some other builds where we kind of reduce tank exposure a little bit, but they are good. And maybe putting back some, you know what it is? Okay, it's the layouts, all right? Depending on the layouts, where I'm doing layout 1, I'm like, okay, my Raven Guard really do a number on my custodes, and maybe people disagree with that, but I just played that my own list, and I was able to defeat myself with my with Raven Guard list. So, which normally I think in some other list with lanes of fire, with being able to you'd think layout 1 would be really good, because you can stage a lot of custodians, and I was doing that. But having it's really tough, because when you give Raven Guard the 2 melee bricks plus fires and all that, I think it could beat Raven Guard, really. I just need to pilot the list a little differently, and I'm experimenting. We're doing things. I think I might play Custodes in the next tournament. I was going to play the Raven Guard, but it's like a challenge for me now. It's like I got to find this list, right? I got to put this list together, put the list together and pilot them, which I've done. Actually, maybe we'll go back to Raven Guard, because I've played Custodians in this tournament around here, and then Dark Angels, and I've won 2 events with Custodians, and then 1 with Dark Angels, and then so I might play. I mean, I need to win 2 with Dark Angels, right? But I'll probably go with Raven Guard because it's spicy. I've got a big Terminator assault brick with 5 lightning claws, 5 hammers, ancient, and a captain. Ancient with the hammer and a shield, and it's pretty good. I think, I mean, I kind of like library in there for points wise, but I just wanted this big brick, and since you're playing Spearhead instead of Shadow Mark, you're throwing the rapid ingress for nothing with the Terminator, and then you're rapiding with Sean. You can actually get Sean in the battlefield and not be afraid to really lose him as you do in Talons. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there 10 minutes. Bam. Just rambles of a distraught Warhammer player from a car. All right.